Prabhu, you're in mute.
Yes, Prabhuji. No, 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 I have switched on.
Prabhuji, shall I start the Kirtan now?
Yes.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरविषे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम दंडवत प्रणाम टू ऑल डिवोटीज। प्रभुपाद की जय हो। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय हो। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय हो। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। थैंक यू प्रभु जी फॉर सो वंडरफुल सेवा।
Thank you very much.
Okay, Prabhu, I will do the prayers.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will chant the Bhagavatam prayers. Hare Krishna, dear all. Welcome to today's session. We continue with Canto 12. Before that, we do the invocation prayers. Yeah. सर्वशास्त्राब्धि पीयूष सर्ववेदैक सत्फल सर्वसिद्धांत रत्नाद्य सर्वलोकै द्रक्पथ सर्वभागवत प्राण श्रीमद्भागवत प्रभु कलिध्वान्तोदित्य आदित्य श्रीकृष्ण परिवर्तित परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षक्षराय ते सर्वदा सर्वसेवाय श्रीकृष्णाय नमस्तुमे मदेक बंधु मत्संगी मद्गुरु मन्महाजना मन्निश्चर्क मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमस्तुते असाधु साधुता दायिनति निकुच ठाकर आनामुंच कदाचिन्म प्रेम हितकंतयो स्मृ नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति कृपदां। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपां सागरजातं सहगुणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदां सहगुणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। So before we begin the second part, lesson 202 of Canto 12, chapter 11, I think Prashad Prabhu will walk us through the recap of the previous session. Great. Prashad Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandavat
Yes.
Pranam. I think we're not going to have so many on Friday, like this week and next week we'll have, and that will end hopefully. Hare Krishna. So, let's do the prayer. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Today we are doing the recap of 201. That is the first two parts which I am putting the most here. 201, 201. Okay, till here I'll be doing the recap and then we'll be starting 202 today here by Sanjay Prabhu. So let's move on. The main chapter of this is um, uh, description of Mahapurusha. Okay, that is what is this chapter is about. So so very nice, very important learnings actually we had from this particular chapter. Let's quickly, Prabhu, I think we have only 10 minutes, right? Or 15 minutes. So I'm not sure. 8,
Okay,
9
10
already.
take about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. So we'll go through all these slides. Maybe I think 11 slides only we have. The first part, or that is giving the entire summary of it, exactly. So let's go through. When it has been explaining divine manifestation of material forms and the process of practical service, that is devotional service. So I will ask one question on the first theme. Okay, it's very easy to answer. In fact, when you see this particular theme, you can answer it um, as well. So why does the Supreme Lord appear in a material forms like universal form and the sun? Why did he appear? There is a reason, no? Why did he appear in this material world? He's there in the form of sun. That's what he said in the chapter he's talking about.
Hare
So
Krishna,
there is a
Prabhuji,
reason.
Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji,
He
Hare Krishna.
appeared in a Mahapurusha form or um, in a material form.
Yes.
Because he
Mm.
wanted that devotees should access him and relate his manifestation to perceive
Yeah, exactly.
quality.
Exactly. You hit the right point, Mataji. So the condition souls like we all can easily remember, can easily meditate on, can easily worship him. When we
And they
see the sun,
cultivate their qualities also, like God.
cultivate the qualities, the devotion qualities, correct?
Yes.
So everybody who has a little devotion, okay, will give a namaskar to sun god when he is in early morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Yeah. In India, at least. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, daily.
Yeah. So that is the main reason. So for all the conditions souls, so that we can easily remember, we can easily meditate, we can worship him through visible manifestation in this material world. That's the reason he's formed in the sun. Yeah. So let's move to the next slide. Okay, that is slide 3. What is it we are talking? The summary is going to continue. Uh, the role of time and cosmic order and remembrance of divine opulences. Yeah, that is what. So let's have one question on the theme 4. So according to this theme, what is a simple practice? It's been clearly mentioned here. What is a simple practice we can follow, which will free from all of us from sinful reactions? Sinful reactions.
We should worship in a disciplined manner too. And the first, we should worship sun god and realize the sacredness of the material environment and feel
Correct, correct,
Lord is all the material things are related to Lord and it is his body part.
correct, correct. So remembering the divine appearances, the manifestation of our Lord Hari in the form of sun, especially if you remember all these things, all sinful reactions will go away. That is what this chapter is talking
Aishwarya,
about.
Aishwarya
Aishwarya
of the Lord. Yes,
Bhav.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, all his energies. Thank you, Mataji. Going to the next slide. That is theme 5 mentioned, association with divine personalities. So let's have one question on this particular theme number 5. So why does the sun god travel with a different associates instead of traveling alone? What is that he's teaching us? He's not traveling alone, right? He's traveling with associates, right? What is that he's teaching all of us?
That one should have good association that will only lead to the good path. So one should not travel alone because there are possibilities of a fall down. So if you're along with somebody, you are being picked up. Like you won't.
Yes, absolutely, Mataji.
Collective journeys. collective journey.
Yes, perfect. So spiritual progress can happen nurtured through a cooperation and association in this devotional service. We alone cannot do. Okay, it is not possible for us to do
मुझे
alone.
एक ये जब भी हमने पढ़ा भागवतम में ये जो पूरा 12th मंथ का, तब से इतना एक प्रकार का इतना अच्छा लगा, आनंद आया कि सन गॉड का भी जो पेरिफेरल या जो उसका जो ठाठ माठ बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, कैसे ठाठ से वो निकलते हैं, तो अभी जब भी सुबह देखते तो वो ही याद आता है कि कैसे होंगे भगवान का रूप, कितना अच्छा होगा ऐसे.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Mataji, you're correct. Hmm. Very nice. Okay, let's move to the next theme. That is, let's know the divine interconnection and understanding nature of Supreme through Kriya Yoga and cosmic representation. That is the BBT text and purpose. That is what we'll understand. So in this, we have mainly two themes. One is Kriya Yoga and repeated worship, and universal form of the Supreme Lord. Universal form of the Supreme Lord, that is what we've been discussing. Yeah. So, but let's have one question on the first thing, because universal form is already been discussing Kriya Yoga. Yeah. What is the purpose of Kriya Yoga according to this particular theme? What is the purpose of Kriya Yoga?
Disciplined worship of the Supreme Lord.
Yes, regulated worship or disciplined worship. Yes. And
Yes.
what will happen to by Kriya Yoga?
It embodies both transcendental and material aspects.
Yes, it
Necessary
purifies
for
our heart. Yes.
Like
It,
Purifies our heart.
it
Wise.
establishes a bridge between a spiritual realm and material realm, and establish connection with the Lord.
Yes. Yes.
How do you understand
Lot of
disciplined understanding?
Pardon?
What do I mean by disciplined understanding?
By following the rules and regulations, by strict sadhana, then by for वो जो भी हमारे गुरु कहते हैं उनको पालन करना, like.
Right, exactly.
To follow the
Regular
process.
time, regularity in time and as well as in practice.
Remember that that verse, tat tat karma pravartanat, utsaha nishya dhairya tat tat
Yes,
karma
yes,
pravartanat.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Tat tat karma
संग
pravartanat
त्यागो
what?
सत्तो मृत्यु षड्वीर भक्ति प्रसिद्धि.
Tat tat karma pravartanat means following in the discipline of Guru Shishya, transmission of the knowledge, following exactly what the Guru Parampara is teaching you, with the kind of discipline, do's and don'ts. Always chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Protect yourself from the four regulative principles you must practice. Those are the discipline, worship.
Yes, bro.
Continue,
Yeah, thank you very much. So moving to the next slide, that we have two themes, that is divine attributes and opulences, role of goddess of fortune is very important theme. So according to this theme, what does goddess Lakshmi represent?
Yes, प्रभु जी, गॉडेस ऑफ फॉर्चून लक्ष्मी माता जो है संपूर्ण ऐश्वर्य के साथ भी भगवान की सेवा में है, भगवान की पाद पद्म की सेवा करते हैं. वो हमें सिखाते हैं कि अगर आपके पास जितना ऑपुलेंस क्यों ना हो, फिर भी सेवा भगवान की करनी चाहिए, जैसे वो स्वयं करते हैं, वो स्वयं के एग्जाम्पल से हमें सिखाते हैं.
Yes, yes. So the true wealth is devotion. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
That is
true
what
wealth is devotion.
teaches all of us. Yeah. And spiritual consciousness. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Very wonderful answer.
Like
Anybody
how
wants to add anything?
Prabhuji explained that when we do puja, we don't want Lakshmi Mata to go away, but we say goodbye to all the other deities. But the thing is,
yes,
if you have
exactly.
Narayan in your heart, Lakshmi would automatically will be there with you.
Will
So
be
you
there
need
with
not
us. Yes.
specifically.
Absolutely.
We have to worship Lakshmi Narayan both, not only
Both.
Lakshmi.
This is the
Yes.
pretty fundamental, actually. In I think
Yes,
first day or
Prabhuji.
second day of Krishna conscious, I learned this. Don't do only just Lakshmi Puja. Actually, Lakshmi Puja is very famous in South India.
During
Yeah, it's
Diwali
very
festival.
All
Yeah,
business people, if you
Uh,
see their shop, only Lakshmi picture is there, right? They
yeah,
worship
yeah,
Lakshmi Devi.
exactly. Yes. Next one is slide 8. Yeah. So in slide 8, we see the two themes, mainly the divine attributes and opulences and 4 states of consciousness. So 4 states of consciousness. Okay. Let's have one question on that. What is the highest state of consciousness described according to this theme?
Turiya, the fourth.
Turiya.
Turiya, yeah.
Turiya.
Ideal state.
Okay. Anybody wants to add
Fourth
little more on that?
Surya
What is
means
there in that state?
Samadhi, like Samadhi.
Samadhi. Yeah. So that is a pure spiritual
Mm.
okay, consciousness, right? Knowledge.
It
Okay.
is
That is
actually
beyond. Mm.
in the spiritual world, like I think you give the example how in Bhakti Rasa Amrita there is this Brahman who meditates that he's giving kheer to the Lord. He practices that and then he thinks it's hot, he touches. So mentally he's doing. So that is the, I think, the example of Turiya state, but actually his finger get.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I think we have to move fast. 8:20 already. Yeah. The next theme is slide 9. The theme is integration of material and spiritual realities. Yeah. So let's have one question on this. What is the main lesson in this particular theme about the material world?
It is expansion of the spiritual world.
Exactly.
It is
It's not
reflection,
separate from
expansion.
Supreme Lord. Yeah. Yeah. If you see with a proper understanding, if we can remember, worship and develop, okay, and devotion with Sri Krishna, because these all belongs to him. These all expanded from him. Yeah, agree?
Yeah.
So let's move to the next slide.
All are interwoven.
Sorry, Mataji.
All our material world and spiritual essence are interwoven. Intertwined.
Yes. Yes, 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 that's correct. So here you have two themes. One is transcendental nature of Supreme Personal Godhead and devotion and humility. So let's have one question on devotion and humility. According to Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura, or according to this particular theme, what attitude one should have, one a devotee should have to cultivate towards all living beings? What kind of attitude should have on all the living beings?
Respect
This
for
is
all
pretty
living
fundamental.
beings.
We should
Respect,
be very humble
yeah,
also.
that is, be humble. Yes, very
Yes,
important.
humble and
Respect
we should
on
be
every living being.
Profound respect for
Yeah,
all.
because everyone is connected to Lord. Yeah. Yes. And what is that we should avoid? There is one thing we should avoid always. What is that one thing? Anybody wants to guess?
Envy towards all living.
Envy. Exactly. Because in Krishna told, I think 2 times or 3 times it came up. You don't have envy. Arjuna, that is the reason I'm giving this knowledge to you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes,
So avoid envy. Recognizing that everything is under shelter by Supreme Personality Godhead. Wonderful. The last slide or the last question I will have, and then I'll hand over it to Sanjay Prabhu. Okay, here you have 2 themes here. The son of divine expansion and the rituals and worship. Yeah, last but one slide. Why does Bhagavatam or this particular theme describes a sun god's different associate in every month? Every month there are different associates. No? Why is like that?
Everyone has opportunity in service.
Yeah, divine manifestation throughout the year and engage in a regular worship and remembering of him. So that is the reason every month. So his associates also changes. Yeah. Actually speaking, Prabhuji's Mataji's, I don't know, many of you must have definitely traveling. Okay. In India, you are so fortunate to see sun god every day. 365 days. Yes or no? At least. Yeah. You will be
yes,
able to see.
Prabhuji. In Russia, only 6 months.
Only 6 months. Not many countries, like you'll get a lot of depression because you can't see the sun. I'm sorry, maybe Char Prabhuji, I don't know how he is feeling it.
Yeah,
I don't.
I can tell you that I spent 6 months in the northern, Arctic Circle,
Yeah.
and I experienced that. There, in fact,
Yes.
they said that a lot of mental diseases are there. People get really frustrated.
Yes, exactly. Mental difficulty challenges will come.
Yeah.
Okay. The last slide 12. Let's have a quick question and then we'll close it off. Okay. That is from theme 5, that is cosmic order and divine regulation. The question is, so what does the sun god daily journey remind us about the Supreme Lord? What is that he's reminding? Yeah. What does sun god's daily journey reminding us about Supreme Lord? See, Supreme Lord is constantly governing us, constantly sustaining this universe. Okay. He is ensuring that like everything is in perfect order. Yes or no? Okay. We have to wake up when the sun comes, right? Because we have to do japa at least 16 malas we have to do. So with a perfect order. So
Purpose and
maintenance is
direction.
very easy for us. Yes or no? And everything operates, okay, with his supervision. Yes or no? Yeah. So
Maintaining
that's
and sustaining both are
maintaining and
happening
sustaining.
very, very perfectly and systematic way.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purpose
So
and
thank you.
direction, right? Purpose and
Yes.
direction. They were the good
So
words.
thank you very much. It is a sweet and small, okay, recap session. Thank you very much. So, but that is the time we have on Fridays. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Was
Thank you,
wonderful, Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
So that was wonderful. And Charu Prabhu, so nice to see you, hail and healthy.
Krishna.
So may the Lord always bless us with your association and all of us stay together here. And then we be nicely engage all the time in service of the Lord. That is our prayer. Hare Krishna. So thank you, Prabhu. Like I think last week also we covered this, and today recap was so wonderful by Prasad Prabhu and wonderful Kirtan by Dipti Mataji. So with that devotional backdrop, let's continue. Some of the themes may sound repetitive, but they have a different context or a different learning. So we'll go one by one. Now, the summary of today's presentation of these verses, what we are going through is this section here where we will be talking about BBT purports and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur verses, right? So we'll be analyzing that. In one summary, if I say one key backdrop verse, all these verse point to is Savai Pumsho Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Ratakshe Ahetukiya Pratiyata Yayatma Suprasidati. So the Lord is created this material world for us because, like, He's giving us this unlimited opportunity. Now, at this stage of devotional service, whatever we do, if we are not doing it for the pleasure of the devotees or pleasure of the Lord, then it is just a waste of time. So I think all of these, they tie into that beautiful verse, but let's see how that goes, right? So I start where we left last time. Actually, just a quick revision of the 5 important themes from BB text and purports: transcendence and devotion, right? So that is as we just discussed, that the Supreme Lord is the origin of both. Like all the energies rest in Him, right? And He is the creator, maintainer, sustainer. So that is one theme here. And despite of He being omniscience, means present everywhere, even in this material world, He is not affected by that, right? So many times we get this question, or we had this question, oh, like if everywhere is God, then is God in that keychain also? Is God in that dirty or filthy place also? Answer is yes, He is there. He is there everywhere. But like you and me, He is not affected by that keychain or dirt because He is beyond that, way beyond that. So all those things don't affect Him. Again and again, Srila Prabhupada gives one example, like how sunlight is so potent that it can purify the urine also, right? So that is a potency. So Lord is so potent that He can purify us only if we approach Him and then agree to follow the path He gives us. And for that, the second theme, he's so like he's so merciful that he not only creates, gives opportunity, but he has this divine manifestation also. So with those divine manifestation, he come again and again to remind us. In this chapter, there is a focus on how Sun God is an expansion of Hari, and we will go through more details we went through, right? Also, we touched the point cosmic order. Everything is going in proper order, and there is a proper path, there is a proper governance. Whatever we do, we may think, oh, who is watching us? But we are constantly observed by everyone through all the, like, today's world has this camera, but Lord has already fit, like, I think 12 or 21 cameras were the witness of every single activity we do, as we saw in different pastimes of um, Bhagavatam or chapters of Bhagavatam, like the sun, the moon, the directions. They are the witness to every single activity, and above and all everyone, there is this Paramatma sitting in our heart who is expansion of Krishna. So he maintains the order, he is the witness, and he is the sanctioner as well. Then the next part is, finally, this passage invites profound reverence for the divine presence, both in personal devotion and the natural world. So uh, how do we go through this? We hear through this, and then how do we apply that? How do we leverage that to improve our devotion? That also the Lord explained, and Prabhuji has put together in this wonderful slide. So going to next slide now. Yeah. So we will explore these themes from, first is the divine opulence or vibhutis and worship of the Supreme Lord through Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments, right? So the first theme is nature of the Supreme Lord, right? Again, we discussed the Lord is so merciful. He is doing all this just to give us this opportunity, right? Now we should also understand that it's not just that the universe is created by the Lord, but he continuously exists within it, and he is lovingly sustaining the universe and us by his personal presence, right? So that is the greatness of the Lord. So as Prabhuji says that he expand into all the opulence, the vibhutis, through his universal form, which is the Virat Purusha. So that has been explained in this chapter, right? What are the different, like, again, rehash of this chapter. It is uh, Sutta Goswami, Shonak Rishi asking Sutta Goswami, explain me about the universal form, about the sun, the path, and then in the response, and also how to worship the Lord through this Kriya or Tantra Yoga. And in the response, Sutta Goswami gave this, all these opulences, how to worship the Lord, the expansions of the Lord, the Vibhuti, the Virat Purusha. So in the Virat Purusha, similar to chapter 10, the different part of the body of the Lord, so the different part of the universe are mapped to the body of the Lord, right? So like in Bhagavad Gita, how Krishna says that by me in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All being rest in me, but I am not dependent on. So Lord is completely independent. So that this chapter that explains about that part of the nature of the Supreme Lord, like how he is um, maintaining the world, both the spiritual and the material also. And this material world is one of his expansion of the energy, and the different parts, they are mapped to this universal form. He is the primary creator, and the secondary creator is Brahmaji, who looks at the universal blueprint and then creates the universe, right? In the Bhagavatam also, we see how Mother Yashoda, when she asked baby Krishna to open the mouth, of course, that is a wonderful pastime again when uh, baby Krishna, he eats the dirt. So he shows that, or he seemingly is afraid from his mother because he is in that Leela. And then when Mother Yashoda open the mouth, and within the mouth we can see the whole universe and herself. So the whole universe is within the Lord, right? It is the energy, it is controlled by the Lord, right? So the Virat Rupa is presented here so that devotees can, they should not be, right? So they understand in the right perspective. They do understand the cosmic grandeur, and it awakens the reverence for the beginner devotee like us. So we get that reverence, like Mataji also said, like after reading this, how like when we look at the sun god, now we can see, okay, these are the uh, parshada that are moving. This is the significance, and the sun is nothing but the eye of the god. So that way, in our devotional life, we then progress from just by seeing God in a temple to see God everywhere, see the presence of or energy of the Lord Krishna everywhere, and He is existing in everything, right? So that is the thought here, right? So that is how we do like mature in our devotional service, and that's what Prabhuji says here. So this reinforces a profound concept of personalism, portraying that God is not an abstract force, but a personal being endowed with unique attributes and form that devotees can generally relate to. Okay. So, like for us, it is the devotional aspect, and it brings up the devotional and the personal aspect as well, right? So that's important. The next theme here is worship and devotion. Like Sutta Goswami, he explains how to do that whole worship, keeping the Lord in the mind. And the aspect of Kriya Yoga, we have to understand as devotee that purpose of worship here is not to like, we are not informing the Lord that look how devoted I am, but it is transforming our consciousness, right? So this, as Prabhuji has mentioned here, the text delves into transformative practice. So it is about transforming us through this process of Kriya Yoga. And we just discussed that it encompasses some regulated action. There is yama, there is niyama, and the important part is so that we control our, because we are in this material world, and by design, as we have read in previous chapter, by design of this ignorance, we get attached, um, what do you call, attracted by this material illusory opulence. So when we perform this yam niyama with the proper goal that it is to understand that Krishna is the center, whatever I am doing is to worship, to please my guru, to please my spiritual master, the parampara, and ultimately to please the Lord. Then that helps us elevate. Uh, and the Lord is so kind here, right? He says that He doesn't ask for great things. He's saying only patram pushpam phalam toyam, right? So if you offer flower, fruit, leaf but just with devotion, then the Lord accept, right? Who can in this world be pleased by so simple things, right? So it is the Lord, and only if we desire, just by desire that, Lord, my Lord, I want to approach you, I want to serve you, please, rid me of this. Then the Lord make that arrangement also. He will make the wonderful devotees come in the life. Just Prabhuji is there. He's doing so much, like despite you, Prabhuji, being in the hospital and all, Sarat Prabhu is there 24/7 available. You call him, Prabhuji, I don't understand this verse. He will explain you the whole. If not, he will think deep. So this is the fact that we express little bit interest, but the Lord has made so wonderful arrangement. Now it is up to us how much we make use of it. So we as I remember this wonderful thing which this Chanakya Rishi, right? He says that three things we should be satisfied with and three things we should never be satisfied with. So what we should be satisfied with our spouse, with the food, and with the material wealth. That whatever you have, little more, just be satisfied. Three things never satisfied: the japa, the devotional service we do, and what do you call uh, dana, like uh,
Charity.
the
Charity.
yeah the yeah right the that we do, so that we should never be satisfied. So the fact, okay, we come here, we do this once a week, like 2 hours, we might feel satisfied, then that is not good. We should, as Prabhuji said, we should take that, and I'm saying this to myself, not to you. I have to do that, I have to improve a lot, that we should take that, we should do the manan, we should do deep perspective thinking, and then we should share, right? So that we should not be satisfied, we should go more and more, right? So that is the takeaway. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, so devoted he is, like we were talking about Jagannath Yatratra and the Gundicha Marjan, right? So the Lord Chaitanya teaches by his personal example, how he goes to temple, he clean the dust. So what he is teaching us that before we invite Krishna into the heart, we must remove all this pride, envy, and the selfish desire and the offenses. How we do that? Through following this process of worship and devotion, right? So that is a wonderful theme here, and that are key takeaways and important takeaways here, that this highlight the worship is essential means to connect with the divine, right? By engaging earnestly in the devotional practice, very, very earnestly. And our example are our acharyas, like Srila Prabhupada, these wonderful personalities who have spoken the Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami, Shukdev Goswami, who have heard the Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj. So, like, we have to pray them and aspire to be like them, that, hey, Lord, please bless me so that I hear this with rapt attention and take it deep into the heart, clean the heart, and I make that sitting place for you. The Lord, he enjoys the pastime in purified devotee heart. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said to his devotee, right? That I enjoy, this is Shuklambar Brahmachari, right? Wonderful pastime, you would have heard. But he's a very simple, he's Sudama Vipra. He is coming in Gaur Leela as Shuklambar Brahmachari, very humble, very simple devotee. He says, oh Lord, what have I had to give you? But then the Lord says, oh Shuklambar, I enjoy my pastime in your heart. So when our heart purified, then the Lord enjoys, right? So we have to purify our heart for that, right? Then the next theme here, Vibhuti and the material representation, right? So herein what Prabhuji is saying, and the message for us is that the devotee does not worship the matter, but he learns to see every excellence in his world as a reflection of Krishna's glory. So whatever we see, these are all expansion, the vibhutis. The here, like Prabhu said, here material elements and phenomena are revered as reflection of these divine manifestations. For example, the earth symbolizes the Lord's feet, sun symbolizes his eyes, each material aspect that serves as profound reminder of Lord's omnipresence. These manifestations are not merely symbol, but actual embodiments of the divine. So just imagine, everyone, if we develop that vision, if I develop that vision, that wherever I go, I see whatever happen, good, bad, it is the will of the divine, then how much transformation and purification the heart will get. Like throughout the time, I think, okay, this is Lord's wish. If I get promotion or not, if people please me or bless me, the example is that Avanti Brahman, right? Whatever happened to him, he see, okay, this is not anything. It is the mind which is playing the trick. So let me control my mind and let me see it as a mercy of the Lord. If Lord gives me good, Lord doesn't give me very good, because he is saving me from the anartha like pride, lust, anger. Because if I get more material opens, I might get attached to that. Then that is a problem. So that is important. So what we have to understand that Krishna also says that every glorious, beautiful, powerful manifestation is nothing but a spark of my splendor. So that's how the vision these acharyas are giving us, right? The learning like Prahlad Maharaj is giving us, that when he is challenged, oh, do you see the Lord in the pillar? Oh, yes, he is there. The Lord Narasimha is there. So Prahlad already seeing Krishna everywhere. He is blessed. So by remembering this great personality, by reading about them, we transform our consciousness, and with this elevated consciousness we speak, like the Turiya stage is there, right? Very, very there. We are here, but at least sometime we can feel that, yeah, okay, I have to reach there, but we prepare ourselves, and eventually if we can remember the Lord in all this vibhuti, the representation, then the goal is achieved. So that is one reflection for here, that these vibhutis are divine invitation. They are not the destination though, but they are the invitation to remember the Lord again and again. Just like Mataji said, like the sunrise is a brilliance of the sun majesty. So those who see, like even those who have this, I think those of who have taken Brahman initiation, they have to do that Gayatri, right? Sunrise, sunset. So there you see the splendor of the Lord, remember him as the law, as the expansion of Krishna. So that is the takeaway here. Theme 4, the universal form, which is the Virat Purusha. So universal form is illustrated as stunning representation of the cosmos, intricately portraying how its element functions as integral part of the Lord body. The vibrant depiction underscore vastness of the creation and reveal that everything exists within the encompassing embrace of the divine form. So it is not that the universe created by chance, like someday, like there is nothing, then something happened, then there is a big blast, and by chance there is fish, by chance there is amoeba, by chance there is a bacteria, or by chance there comes. So this defies that theory. I think that definitely does not make sense to us. And as devotees, that concept should become stronger and stronger, that everything is behind every creation, there is a creator. And for us, the creator, the maintainer, the sustainer, the everything is nothing but Lord Krishna. Right. So this Virat Purusha, it teaches us to see the world as sacred. Like so wonderful, it's mentioned that if we see the Bhumi, oh, this is the lotus field of the Lord. If we see that all the time, then okay, right? Because everything exists as the energy, and we have to. They are serving Krishna, we have to serve Krishna, right? Like Krishna also says, right, in Bhagavad Gita, that all created beings have their source in two energy. We just saw and I am the origin. Like everything internal, external comes from me, right? Just few weeks back, Mataji did so wonderful narration of Markandeya Rishi, right? And that also we saw how he witnessed the whole universal creation, devastation again. Like, the fact is, everything is here is part of the universal form. The universal form is expansion of the Lord. So this teaching profoundly enriches our understanding of creation as the holistic identity residing within the Supreme Being. So it creates a deep sense of reverence, urging us to treat creation with respect and responsibility. Right? So respect is the important part. I mean, the mature stage where Lord expects that, he says that, okay, the mature stage, like we should be in a so deep love that we think of Lord as a personal, but at the moment, at least I am not that purified. So we must have proper respect for every creation, every aspect we see, and that should remind us by Krishna and help us think that this is again opportunity for me to remember the Lord, to serve the Lord, and whoever I see, I should try to remind him of the Lord. Jare dekho, kaho Krishna. Right? That is the message Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us, and Srila Prabhupada has given us. So moving on, theme number 5. So am I okay with the voice? Is the audio okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you. Thank you, Prabhu. It's Friday evening, late evening for all, completing the work. So just be with me. I will try to summarize in the compact and as good way I can. But yeah, feel free to discuss at any point you want to, so that we continue it in an interactive way, right?
You're doing
Theme
excellent,
5.
Prabhu.
Yeah.
You're doing excellent.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay. Yeah, importance of spiritual initiation and service. So here there is important mention in the chapter about Diksha, and what is the role of initiation. Initiation means the beginning. It is not the end, but it is as it's initiate. So you are now initiated. So what happens at the initiation? The guru, he gives us this mantra. There is the beach, or the bhakti lata beach is sown in our heart. What is that bhakti lata beach? That bhakti lata beach is the taste we achieve by listening, hearing, and serving. So what is our job? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, he says that our job is that of a gardener. We have to nurture that, grow that seed. Along with the seed, many weeds come. We have to very, very thoroughly and very, very strictly remove those weeds, because if we don't remove the weeds, as gardener you would have seen, then that will destroy the Bhakti Lata beach also. So that is very, very important aspect. So that is very powerfully emphasized. Critical role of spiritual initiation, devotional service as essential pathways. So why? Because it will purify the spirit, eradicate all the sinful reaction. It establishes that these practices are paramount in devotional devotee spiritual journey, right? So Lord also says in Bhagavad Gita, right? Mataji will have the verse handy, tad vidhi pranipratena paripashrena sevaya. So Diksha means we approach the spiritual master, the guru, for what? Oh, how do I get promoted? No, 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 no. Maybe you can, that is fine. But the important part is, how do I elevate in my service? My dear Guru Maharaj, give me the instruction. What should I do? What is the message for me? Right? Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we also see example of first Srila Prabhupada, right? How he took the instruction of his spiritual master to his heart. At the ripe age of 69, he leaves Vrindavan. Very, very wonderful place. Who would like to leave if you are devotee among that wonderful time, pastimes of Vrindavan, seeing and discussing. But he leaves that. He goes into a place where there is hippie, totally opposite culture. He goes to so much just to obey the order of, fulfill the mission of his gurus and the Guru Parampara. Because Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he envisioned that one day all the global international people will come here in Mayapur and they will be singing and dancing Hare Krishna Kirtan very loudly and with full ecstasy. And that now is coming so nicely and fulfilling, and we all must do our part. The Temple of Vedic Planetarium, if you have not seen or visited, please do take opportunity to see that. That is the place where there will be a Bhavya Vigraha, and this is all but service of Srila Prabhupada, exalted devotee like His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. If you listen to him, we get so much of inspiration, because that Maharaj whole body is not functional. He cannot speak, but still, only thing he speak is he encouraging everyone to chant Hare Krishna and distributing Bhagavatam Chaitanya Charitamrita. So important. So those are the legend example in front of us who take the diksha, follow the order of the spiritual master. Like Prabhuji also, you got that order. Read Shastra, teach Shastra. Till date, you're doing that, right? And that is benefiting us. So by that, by following the order of the spiritual master, not only we benefit ourselves, but we benefit other also. That is what make Krishna happy, right? So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction, we also saw Raghunath Das Goswami, right? How he is so rich. Even Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were so rich, but they left everything like that and they engage in service of the Lord. So that is Diksha, right? So it's very, very important to approach a spiritual master, understand his instruction, and then do our best to follow the instruction, right? Then and the next, divine relationship and personal expansion, right? So here the personal expansion is for the expansion of this Chaturvyuha, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh. So I think we have gone through this many times, how the Lord Krishna, he expands. You all know that, but just one point. The Lord is expanding not because he is incomplete, right? He is fully complete. In Ishopanishad, right? There is verse Purna, what's that? Like he is
Om
complete.
Purnamada Purnamidam.
Purnamidam, right? So he is complete and perfect. Everything emanate from him is complete and perfect. But he is expanding because he has infinite love for us, infinite love for, and he gives infinite opportunity. So that's why he's expanding for the rebellious soul like us, so that we get that opportunity to serve him, and then go back. So these illuminates multifaceted nature of Supreme Lord, enriching our comprehension of His divine personality. This again, personality also in Bhagavatam, it reminds me that how the King Nimi, he reveals all the 24 forms when he is discussing and he's teaching, right? Or sorry, they are revealed, sorry. King Nimi is revealed all those forms when these now Yogendra come to him, they discuss, and many other aspects, like we see the expansion of the Lord, right? So the concluding for this, This passage offer profound exploration of Supreme Lord nature. They are talking about his personal attribute, significance of worship, intricate interconnectedness of all creation through divine manifestation, right? So God is a person. That's the important part. He is a person. He is a personality. He has emotions, transcendental, and he cares for us. He wants us to be back. And that is why he has given this wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam. The interconnectedness highlight the beauty of this unity in diversity, fostering a holistic perspective on the world. It invites devotees to engage deeply in spiritual practices, recognizing the divine presence woven throughout both material and spiritual realms of existence. Yeah. So that's the whole summary of this, what we covered so far. Now we continue. There is a short break if we want. Or may I continue? I think I will
Yes, please.
take
Please
10,
continue.
15 more and then I will wrap up and then we can discuss. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Yeah. So now we see comments of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. We'll cover 6 themes and then the remaining that will cover this lesson 202 and the remaining will cover too. So next. So now transcendental nature of the divine. I think partly we covered that, but we will again look through the passage on what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has to share with us, right? So what he says that although the Lord is pervading everywhere, he is still transcendental, independent, and eternally engaged in his own blissful pastime, right? So the passage powerful also that Lord is original, he is self-luminous, he is the source of Vedas, he exists beyond the confines of material reality, and hence he is transcendently situated in pure knowledge, right? He evokes a profound awe and reverence. We just saw that for us, it is very important that we are very respectful of him, right? This dual nature highlights that while he engages with the material world, he totally remains unaffected by it, right? However, as Lord says that, those who are agyanis, those who are fool, the Muda, they deride him. Like so, they say that when the Lord descend, they think of him that okay, the Lord is not supreme, he is just Mayavi or something, or maybe there are atheists who just totally don't agree to it because the Lord nature is transcendental, and then he gives us this independence. He makes if we want to be atheist, then he present that philosophy. He makes us convinced of that. If we want to be devotee, he makes that arrangement for us. So right, so and sometime he performed this pastime and lila just to educate us more and to give more like what do you call opportunity and closer proximity to the devotee also. Like Lord Brahma, he steal the cow and the covered boy to test the Lord because he is bewildered. So even Lord Brahma gets bewildered, right? He's a devotee, he's a guru for us, the supreme guru. But again, that's a leela, right? That's a pastime. He gets bewildered. He thinks, oh, how come this Lord is that chapter was taken so wonderfully by Archana Mataji. Like the Lord is enjoying the pastime. How can he eat from the mouth of from his sakhas, and how can he hold? He's bewildered. So to test, he does that, but then he gets a final realization. Oh no, no, no! He's my Lord. He's supreme. He's beyond, right? So that is what the Lord teaches us. Now, also like when we go through this, we understand the greatest obstacle we have in bhakti is that we may underestimate the transcendence. We are at a level we do not fully able to realize or comprehend the transcendental nature of the Lord, right? But that's why this Bhagavatam is there, that nothing is impossible for the Lord, right? He is very, very merciful, and he never stops being Supreme Personality of Godhead. We might get confused that is this real or not, but he is the supreme authority there, right? So how we understand that? Continuously by reading this Bhagavatam and hearing the devotees, right? That brings us to the next theme. Those were the points by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur here, right? Now the next part connected to that is role of devotion and meditation, right? So what is the role of devotion and meditation? The meditation, through meditation, like one can it's not like meditation means emptying the mind, thoughtless. That is not possible at all, because the mind is a machine which is generating thoughts, which is full of thoughts. So we cannot reach a stage where we are totally thoughtless, but we have to reach a stage, as we said, the Turiya, where the mind is full of the remembrance of the Lord, full of the remembrance of Krishna. And it is so intense, so deep, that even though being here, we can then, like, be experiencing that realm, right? So that is the role of devotion. So devotees are invited to deeply meditate on the divine form of Krishna, to remember his vibhutis. And then it is also explained here, such as earth, that is a sacred means of connection with him. The foot of the Lord symbolizes a refuge for all living beings, highlighting the true aspect for all life originates from genuine devotion to God. We just spoke of that Brahmana from mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, right? That um, he is so deep in meditation that when he prepares the kheer, he puts his hand and then he gets burnt out, right? So there are so many examples given to us in the Shastra, right? Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Haridas Thakur, he is beaten in 16 marketplace, but he is not hurt. Why? Because he is deep in affection of the Lord or remembrance of the Lord. So this remembrance, when it go deeper and deeper, we can then transcend this material body, and this so-called limitation we have in the material body, then we can go beyond that, right? That is the um, uh, observation we have by reading into this pastime, right? So uh, what does that teaches us? That bhakti does not require us withdrawing the life, but it requires us carrying Krishna into every aspect of the life, right? So this Bhagavatam teaches us the continuous remembrance of the Lord. So this is always my personal thought, that in the last moment, if I'm fortunate, then Lord, maybe He can make us remember, okay, Canto 1, Chapter 1 of Bhagavatam, how the sages meet at Naimisharanya, what they discuss. Then Chapter 2 is, I think, Chapter 3 and 4, how Narad Muni arrives, the conversation between Narad Muni and Vedvyas, and then there is prayers of Queen Kunti. So we'll be so fortunate, but for that we'll have to practice. As Prabhuji says, we have to do the manan, and this is so wonderful opportunity we have now through this advanced Bhagavatam course, and also Govinda Bhashya, right? It's taking us deep. We remember the sutra, we try to go deep, and then we practice, do the manana every day. Then by Lord's mercy, definitely when we are in that stage where we are at the last level, maybe not able to perform service physically, but mentally we can be blessed enough to think of this. But for that, we have to build those sanskara continuously, consciously, right? So continuing, the cosmic function of the Lord is the next theme. So herein again we see like the whole, how the whole creation is taken. That is the point here. Yeah, the text vividly portrays Lord active engagement in creation, maintenance, destruction of the universe through his material energy, right? That is the cosmic function. And again, I think we have gone through this, like the creation, maintenance, and all. They are not independent, but they are done under the guidance of the Lord, right? And um, further to that, like as we discussed, like the key takeaway for us here is everything that is happening in the life, there is a reason, there is a governance, and there is a hand of the Lord. Now, how do we respond to that is a question, right? If we take it as a mercy and the blessing of the Lord, then the Lord is pleased and we will grow. If we get lost in this mesmerizing, and if we doubt is the biggest demon. If we doubt the hand of the Lord, then we are at the risk of falling down, right? So that's why, again, reading this, the theme illuminates a dynamic interplay between divine and the cosmos, demonstrating that God embodies both the eminence and the transcendence, right? Eminence means he's everywhere, transcendence is beyond, right? So it invites the believer to recognize the divine presence permeating all aspects of existence, encouraging them to interact with the creation as tangible reflection of divine will. tangible reflection of God. That's important. Again, in Bhagavad Gita, right, Lord says how this material world is a reflection, like the inverse image of a banyan tree. The roots are up, the branches are down. The up is Lord Himself, the spiritual world, and the branches are down, right? So that is the point here. Now, for those who do not understand this, don't like see the hand of the Lord, then they become very, very attached to the world. And in the Bhagavatam, like there is this example of King Puranjan, how then Narad Muni goes to him, he gives him a very allegorical story so that he becomes detached, right? So from devotee perspective, we have to be very, very thoughtful. Every gain, every loss, we should see this as the teaching or the arrangement of the law, right? So the next theme here, unity of the Son and the divine. Unity of the Son and the divine. So herein the Son Lord is the Son God. He is the expansion of Lord Hari. He symbolizes the divine active presence in the material. Means, as Mataji said again, whenever we see Son, we should see him as Lord of Krishna's eyes or the blessing of the Lord. And so wonderful point you mentioned, Prabhu, that the lack of Son can cause so much health related issues. So much we should be grateful. So having that thought of gratitude is very, very important because that softens the heart and it brings us more and more closer, right? So purpose of Sun here is not merely to to appreciate its life. Yes, that is, but it's also opportunity to remember that this is Krishna behind and he is sustaining us. Right? So in Bhagavad Gita also, right, there is verse where the Lord says, the splendor of sun which illuminates the whole world is mine. There's a brilliance of me, right? And then in Kunti Devi prayer also, Queen Kunti says that like everything comes from you. The prosperity, everything is maintained by you. Just as the sun illuminates the whole world, everything without discrimination, right? The sun does it without discrimination. The remembrance of Lord illuminates every situation of light. So the Lord is merciful and he does not discriminate, right? So that's the point. Continuing with the next two. I think these are the final two themes here. The associates of the sun god. We just touch upon it. The why do the Lord as sun god as associate? There is variety, there is opportunity, there is unlimited seva for everyone. It showcases the rich diversity of the divine by enumerating the various associates of sun god, each embodying unique facets of the sacred. Right. So this multiplicity serves as the source of inspiration, illustrating countless ways in which divine can manifest. Right. So yeah, that is a wonderful point there. And then by going through all this, by understanding all this, what happens to us? The next step, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the next theme he gives us, purification through the Vedic worship. Right. So there are like different uh, methods given here of the Vedic worship. However, for us, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he very clearly says, and that is coming us through the parampara, that for us, there are these four regulative principles, and then chanting 16 round, following the proper program which Srila Prabhupada has given us, the morning program, doing the Guru Puja, the worship, or if we can go to the temple, that's great every day or once a week, once a month. If not, at least personally, I find YouTube as a very useful means, looking at the Aarti, looking at the Lord, seeing the Lord so closely from the room of my house, and then imbibing those and then doing our chanting. So that practice is help. So these different purification are very, very important because right now in the Kali Yuga, we are in a very, very what do you call not a good situation. Our existence is impure. Our thought process is impure. As mentioned in Bhagavatam, in the Kali Yuga, we are all we are all having this problem of manda buddhi, manda, we are disturbed, continuously distracted. So that's why we are not in a purified stage to perform those Vedic proper ritual. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna himself, Vraj the Krishna, right? He has given this formula to us. He has given this process to us, which is given to us very nicely by Srila Prabhupada and extended by his merciful devotees for us, that we follow this program, purify ourselves. Through purification, our heart becomes very soft, and in that purified place, the Lord can then come and then perform the pastime, and then He blesses us. Right? Okay. So, in conclusion, these are the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur 6 themes. The transcendental nature of the divine, we covered that. Like the Lord is transcending all the material body boundaries. In any situation, his state is not compromised. He is above and beyond this. He is everywhere, available to us, accessible to us directly through the holy name itself, right? So there was this a wonderful lecture I was hearing that um, in this age, the uh, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling to Mother Sachi that how he and his mother has incarnated in every different age, like uh, Yashodama and Krishna and all that. In this age, this is so important, I think, and wonderful thing to hear that in this age he has expanded as a holy name, and the mother of holy name is the tongue, right? So this tongue is it's very important for us. Through this tongue we can chant, and that tongue when chant the name of the um, Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That represent Mother Sachi, right? So that's the mother of that. So merciful are these devotees. Then devotion and meditation. So we covered that. Devotees are inspired to meditate on the divine form. Why? Because they want to have that connection with the Lord, and that is this service. Just by sitting down, chanting, trying to chant offenselessly with the devotion, the Lord is pleased and He considers as a savior. I mean, who in the material realm can do that for us? No king, no dictator, no one. If you say, "Oh, I will chant your name and I am your devotee," they will not accept. You have to really do so much, and still people will not be happy. So this is the difference between a devotee and the materialists and the Lord, right? So devotees and the Lord, they are pleased with even little service we do. They will always say, "Oh, thank you, Prabhuji, you've done so much." So they are very happy with that. They will inspire you to do more. And the Lord also, He's always looking for opportunities to elevate us. Cosmic function of the Lord, as in one line I will say, as we have been hearing, even patta bhi Ram ki marzi ke bigher nahi hil sakti, right? Even a slight movement can happen only with the will of the Lord. So that is the unity of the Son and Divine. So through this wonderful chapter, we see how the Lord Son God is in expansion, and then He is obeying the instructions of the Lord by creating an atmosphere for us, so that we are healthy, happy, and also we can devote our as much as possible time in the service of the Lord. Continuing, associates of the Sun God. The Lord is never alone. He always come up with his paraphernalia. That's what Srila Prabhupada says, that whenever we say about a king, the king never walks alone. So is the Lord. When we say Krishna, it is Krishna, his energies, his potencies, and his bhaktas. It is the whole package that comes. So same way the associate of the Son God, the diverse manifestation of the divine through various associate, they illuminate the multiple pathways that are available for understanding and connecting with the Supreme. So the purpose here is make us understand and connect with the Supreme. Purification through the Vedic pursuit, right? So through following, hearing, and following this process, we purify, and through purification, the more we purify and more easier it becomes. Final message here, this passage compellingly emphasizes signification of recognizing the divine in both personal and cosmic dimension, promoting devotion as essential pathway to understanding and experiencing the Supreme. So, devotional service, the bhakti in association of bhakta is the right and emphasized way for us. Okay. With that, I conclude. Thank you very much. And now, I think I will pause here and let's hear in for questions, comments, thought. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice explained.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, tried as much as I can.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, वंडरफुल एक्सप्लेन। प्रभु जी, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि जैसे हम लोग ने ये देखा कि 12 मंथ जो मास बताए हैं सूर्य देव के, तो अलग अलग महीने में अलग अलग नाम के द्वारा, मतलब भगवान सूर्य देव एक ही होंगे कि फिर सूर्य भी अलग होगा कि तो तेरा 12 सन गॉड, कैसे समझ सके प्रभु जी इसको? एक ही सूर्य के अलग अलग नाम दिए गए हैं कि अलग अलग सूर्य को अलग अलग नाम दिए गए हैं?
Every universe has one Surya, one sun per universe. Each universe has one sun, the star.
इस पर मगर ये जो भागवतम में जिस स्वरूप से दिया गया है एवरी मंथ में अलग अलग नाम से सूर्य देव, तो सूर्य के अलग अलग नाम दिए गए हैं।
नाम हो गए उसके अलग अलग, मगर
हाँ
भाई तो सूर्य एक ही।
हाँ,
I think it's the same personality, Mataji, for the given
अच्छा।
universe. In the different zones, it's called differently. But as Prabhuji said also, different universe will have different sun god. Like our sun god name is Vivaswan, right?
यस प्रभु जी, श्लोका नंबर 38 में दिया है, विवस्वान सूर्य रूप में है, उग्रसेन गंधर्व रूप में है। फिर
Yes.
दूसरे में आता है पूषा सूर्य देव रूप में है, फिर अलग अलग अंशु सूर्य रूप, मतलब अलग अलग नाम होंगे शायद, राइट? सूर्य भगवान तो एक ही होंगे।
Like I think maybe so there is this one office, like the sun planet, and there may be different personalities who occupy that as a
तो हम
expansion
ऐसे
of the
समझ
Lord.
सकते
Yeah.
प्रभु जी, सन आल्सो पोस्ट पोजीशन।
Let's hear from Sharad Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Sharad Prabhuji.
Like the sun, when he moves in a year from different Rashi, one Rashi to the other Rashi, then the months they change. Like this, it is the same sun, but the names are different. But depending on his movement, all these things they have been described in the astronomical calculations, astronomical literature. Okay, it is the same sun. It is not that we have got so many suns.
Okay, प्रभु जी।
Per universe, each universe has its own sun.
Yes. And
I
here,
think Mataji's question is like in like it's mentioned in some month it's Arima, then it's Mitra, then it's that. So that these are different personalities controlling the sun planet, or is it the same personality? I think they are different personalities.
It is the same personality, but here very important what we heard, the sun god is none different than Lord Sri Hari. It is not that it is not being said that he is equal to Hari or the Supreme Lord, but he is almost equal, because you see all these the Vedic activities, ritualistic activities which are prescribed in the Vedas, they are performed only because of the sun. Because of the sun there is the day and night, and these things are performed. Like there are so many ritualistic activities which cannot be performed at night, they are prohibited. So that's why the sun is very, very important. And the sages, they have given very many names. And we should know that the Lord, with the soul of the worlds and with the Creator, is the sun. And the sun is so said to have 12 forms. That is what we have learned.
For 12 Adityas, right?
Yes.
So it's a different form, but the same personality.
Yes.
But he could be presenting different forms in the sense for names will be there.
Yes, yes.
मतलब
Like
प्रभु जी 12 राशि जो है उसमें आते हैं तब अलग अलग नाम, जैसे 12 राशि है हमारे, तो उसमें जाते हैं तो तब अलग अलग नाम होते हैं, इस प्रकार से हम समझ सकते हैं.
yes, like you see, Lord Krishna is one, but he has got many names because
Yes,
of various reasons. It is something like this.
yes, प्रभु जी. Now understood.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, the Kriya Yoga that is mentioned in the previous chapter and a little bit in the beginning of this is basically a process through which a person can transcend the material realm and approach the spiritual realm, right? So in our yoga, is it our, like whatever is prescribed by Prabhupada to us, like Harinam Sankirtan, is that our Kriya Yoga, our process?
So like Prabhuji mentioned in last class, this Kriya Yoga is a Tantra Vidya actually. But our is, I don't think it's a Kriya Yoga, but Prabhuji can, it's a proper Bhakti Yoga. Right? That's the thing. I wouldn't think, technically it wouldn't be called as a Kriya Yoga. I think Kriya Yoga means you have to do very proper, for example, even if offering the bhoga, you have to do those all different formation, mudra, everything, right? But in our case, like Srila Prabhupada, Lord just say simply offer the bhoga, cover the cover it, say the mantra 3 times, keep for 10 minutes and take it. There is no mention of doing those all mudras and all, although initiated Brahmins do that, right? Not even for chanting and all that we have to do. Like if you have to chant that, what is that, the Nrsimha Kavacha, right? If you read the proper description, then you have to do so many, again, mudra, do this, that, which Brahmanas do that. But for us, it's just simply reciting, reading the Bhagavatam. So I think technically it's not Kriya Yoga. That's my understanding, Mataji. Because there is no such rituals to be done. Just simply perform and do that, and that's Lord is happy. That's what I understand.
Another
Like say, offering food to the Lord or worshipping the Lord, there are two methods. One is the Pancharatra method, and the other is the this tantric method. Like what Prabhuji was saying, showing various gestures, gestures of the hand. We at home we do not do because we do not have any knowledge. We are not trained. That's why we follow the simplest way. But in the temples, in the ISKCON temples also, you will see, you can talk to any pujari. They follow all this. They show all the gestures which are given, and in the books also they are given very very clearly in the ISKCON books also. Books for worshipping the Lord, but at home it is quite simplified. One doesn't have to do any of these things.
Yeah, I think so. Our technical term is Pancharatrika Vidhi, which is given by Sri Narad Muni, right? So
Yes,
that
yes,
is
yes.
It is not the Triya or Tantra Yoga mentioned over here. We don't follow that.
Yes, like in Jagannath Puri, it is a mixture of both. And many previous acharyas, they even tried to change that system in Jagannath Puri. You would have heard about Ramanujacharya also, but they were not successful. They were thrown out of Jagannath Puri by the Supreme Lord himself. So all these stories are there.
Thank you,
Prabhuji, even in Bhagavatam, we in नारायण कवच, वृत्तासुर की जब स्टोरी आती तभी नारायण कवच उन्होंने सीखा, तब उसके पहले कितना लंबा था कि कैसे करना है, कैसे उंगली को कैसे मुद्रा बनानी है, उसके बाद ही वो नारायण कवच पूरा रूल्स एंड उसके सब ये रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन कह सकते हैं, है ना प्रभु जी?
Yes,
ये जो भी कवच
like even for uttering chanting the Gayatri mantra, the procedure is very long, cumbersome, and it is not suitable for everybody.
तो प्रभु जी हम डायरेक्टली ऐसे नहीं चैंट कर सकते, नारायण कवच हो कि विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम है तो ऐसे बोल दिया, ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते प्रभु जी?
See, in Rakshapata ji, to sum it up, Prabhupada said in many purport also, for as a devotee, what is required is our bhava. Okay, rules and regulations are there, but for a devotee, it's just simple with what feelings, emotions you serve the Lord. That's what it counts, In early days, when Srila Prabhupada's disciples, these Western disciples, visited India, many Indians, typical Brahmanas, they criticize. They are not doing this way proper, that way proper, everything. And Prabhupada, in that response, in one of the lectures, he commented on that. I don't remember exactly which lecture, but one of the lecture, Prabhupada Lilamrita, if you read, he talks a lot about all these things. So really, definitive rules and regulations, other than in the bhakti platform, that's not for the devotees. In the Shastra it says in a particular time of the day, if you pass, leave the body, you go to certain loka, so and certain loka. For devotees, it's not like that. It doesn't apply to the devotees. But
Yes.
nonetheless, devotees try their best to follow, certain things.
And
That's my
Prabhuji,
understanding.
Prabhuji, when we are doing something without any desire, like just to take the name of the Lord, you feel like reciting a particular kavacha. So
Yeah.
because there is no desire at the behind it, so is it because of that also we are given that liberty that we can just say it? Otherwise, Srimad Bhagavatam is Lord Himself, right?
Exactly. He's a Vangamaya Swarup. It's described as Bhagavatam.
So we can recite the shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam
What
at
are
any part of the day.
We try your best, but the bhavas is more important than the particular procedures,
The
emotions and bhavas.
The Lord doesn't want anything because He has got everything. Like what Prabhuji said, He wants to see our bhava only. That is the only thing He wants to see and nothing else. Not that if we offer Him the chapan bhog like this, it is not that he is hungry and he wants your food. It is not that. He wants to see our bhava. In which
now you see in the Ramayana, Shabri, tasted the bears and then offered to Lord Rama. Lakshmana objected that, but Lord Rama said no, and he relished Sabri's serving the bhogas that she herself tasted to make sure that they are not they are proper. Isn't it correct? You studied Ramayana much deeper, Sharad Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji says same was happened in Dwarka. That is
Vidurji's wife. Vidurani.
Yes, and what is that name? He went to Dwarka with a handful of chipped rice.
Oh, Sudama
ji.
Like if you are offering food to the Lord and suppose somebody doesn't know any mantra, you just say, please, I am offering this. Please accept this like you have taken from Sabri and Sudama. That's all.
And we have been taught, right? In our home, we serve prasadam, or when you do arti, at the end of everything, there is a mantra there that we recite. That whatever the mistakes that we commit, Lord, please forgive us. Don't we say that? Is a particular mantra.
Mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam,
So that's what he said that, But
Yes.
the powers and emotions with which you offer anything, that's much more important than the precise method that we serve,
But just my thought, and to answer Mataji, if you have a desire to memorize or chant specific mantra, I think that's welcome. Like, it's always good. Like this pastime of Indradyumna Maharaj, right? Then he comes back as an elephant. I think Gajendra also. But like,
Yes,
whatever he
Gajendra.
did not go away. Again, at that point in time, he was able to, through his previous samskar, he was able to recollect all those verses and chant. So I think it's always welcome. Like, and these days, for example, I was very much inspired to memorize this first 1.1.1, the Gayatri Mantra in Bhagavatam, right? And there are a few other wonderful verses. And in YouTube, there are very good, way to how to memorize and sing with the proper tune and meter also. So if you do that, then unintentionally also it will come. And then if you understand the words, you can go deeper into it. So I think that's a welcome if it's for pleasure of the Lord and also for our personal spiritual growth as well. That's my viewpoint.
Yes, yes.
प्रभु जी चैंटिंग द श्लोका, अगर हम श्लोका बोलते हैं तो हम ज्यादा एब्जॉर्प्शन होता है हमारा, क्योंकि हम याद रखते कि अरे अभी उसके बाद कौन सा वर्ड था, वो अगर भूल गए तो वापस रिपीट करेंगे, तो माइंड में कंटिन्यूस चलता रहता है श्लोक, हमारा एब्जॉर्प्शन और बढ़ता है.
It's open for discussion now. Let's yes, Dipti Mataji, you are asking.
Yes, Prabhuji. My question is about that personal expansion of Chaturbhuya, Vasudev, Sankarsana, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. They represent the Jagrata Avastha, Susupti Avastha, dream state and Jagrata Avastha, dream state and Susupti Avastha and Turiya Avastha. As we are taught yesterday and today also. And how those qualities are involved in Lord's activities. Lord represent.
They don't represent. It is not said they represent, but they protect. Like when we are awake, the Lord is protecting us as Vasudeva, like this. These four things.
Oh, in dream state, Sankarsana is protecting. In Sushupti stage, Pradyumna is protecting. And
Yes.
in Turiya stage, Aniruddha is protecting.
Yes, the Lord is our protector.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, please remember certain things about this. You know the hierarchy. Like Lord Krishna, he expands first into his first expansion Brahma. Then the first Chaturvya, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Then what happens from this Sankarsana comes, who comes? Narayana. Narayana manifests. And from Narayana comes the second Chaturvya. And this second Chaturvya, it stays where? It stays in the spiritual world. And the first Chaturvya in the material world. And what are the roles of these Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha? Vasudeva is the original manifestation and he is the basis of expansion and he represents the complete divine opulence. And Sankarsana is the manifestation of the Lord's energy and strength. And he is responsible for cosmic dissolution and holding the universes. And Pradyumna, the expansion associated with the maintenance, and he is the soul of the complete entire cosmic manifestation. And Aniruddha, the personal manifestation acting as the super soul in the heart of every living entity. And Rupa Goswami has described this very nicely in Laghu Bhagavatamrita, where he has refuted what Shankaracharya has described about these four Chaturbhyujas. And I am not covering that. But he says that these four expansions of Narayana are present in the spiritual sky where they are famous as Mahavasta. And amongst them, Vasudeva is worshipped within the heart by meditation because he is the predominating deity of the heart. It's given in the fourth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Sankarsana is the second expansion, is Vasudeva's personal expansion for pastimes. And since he is the reservoir of all living entities, he is sometimes called Jiva. And Pradyumna, the third manifestation, he appears from Sankarsana. And those who are especially intelligent, they worship Pradyumna expansion of Sankarsana as principal intelligence. And the fourth one, that is Aniruddha, the Aniruddha of the quadruple expansion is worshipped by great sages as the principle of the mind. And his complexion is similar to a bluish hue or a bluish blue cloud. And he engages in the maintenance of the cosmic manifestation and the super soul of Dharma. So these are the various things given in our Shastra.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other question or comments?
Looks like none.
Then if there are no questions or comments, then Prabhuji, can we conclude the class?
Yes, I think yes.
Yes, any
Because
volunteer?
some Singapore, such places is very late in the night, you know.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
May I do the Narasimha prayers, Prabhuji?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladaladaini. Praladaladaini. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Mahi Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Mahi Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Narasimhamadin Sharanam Prapatye. Narasimhamadin Sharanam Prapatye. Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare. जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sanjeev
Mataji.
Prabhu, you have done so beautiful, wonderful presentations. Every one of you now have become experts. Really, don't you agree, Sarah Prabhuji? Everybody's doing so great, I'm really impressed.
It's all just your mercy, Prabhu.
Yes,
Your blessings.
Prabhuji.
It is your mercy and guidance.
Yeah.
You keep motivating
Lord,
us. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you all. Wonderful. And we'll see you. Um, for us, it is evening. For you, it will be morning. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Prasad Prabhuji.
Yes,
Prasad
Prabhuji.
Prasad Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Are you there? Prasad Prabhuji, are you there?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu, I am
yes.
there, Prabhu.
Yeah. Prabhuji, I'm particularly looking forward to hear your lecture, okay? On this divine will, free will, and that kind of lecture you are giving, right?
Yes,
Am I
yes,
correct?
Prabhu. Yes,
I'm
Prabhu. That
particularly
is
looking
correct.
forward to that lecture, okay?
Sure, Prabhu.
And
Coming
that
Friday and Saturday, Prabhu.
you'll be giving on this Sunday or the next week or
Next
Coming Friday
week.
and Saturday, Prabhu.
coming Friday and Saturday, okay? All right.
That is
Thank
the
you,
last
Prabhuji.
part of Bhagavatam, Prabhu.
Yes, correct. And then we'll be
Thank
having classes only on Saturdays and Sundays only, okay? No more Fridays.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
That's what actually
Okay.
I also remember. Next Friday is going to be the last one.
Yes. Okay, Prabhuji. Shall
Thank
Prabhuji,
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
your words, last words.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Then we
Hare
meet for
Krishna.
lesson 202 and 203 tomorrow.
Yeah.